All right. So years ago, FHA appraisers were different than conventional appraisers.
Correct.
Today, they're pretty much do the
similar.
same. Yeah. I mean, unless it's a blatant window broken, that you see all the termite droppings on the windowsill or door from all that stuff. They're going to call it. But if it's a decent house, they're not going to call stuff like they used to.
Right.
VA is the only one that they really push health and safety issues for that.
Right. And flaking, peeling paint is a health and safety issue, according to VA.
Well, also FHA, also conventional.
Well, you know what? It
depends on the age of the home.
It also, it does depend on the age of the home if it's 78 or older. And it also depends on the appraiser and how good his or her eyesight is that day.
That's right.
There's some flaking and peeling paint they'll kind of overlook, if it's not too bad. But if the whole house is pretty flaky and nasty, you may have to do a repaint. The other thing, FHA appraisers a while back, and I don't know if they're still doing it, they were forced to put their head underneath the house, meaning look in the crawl space and look in the attic.
They look in the attic and they'll try to look under their house if there is a way to get under the house, but not normally, but really the attic is the only thing they look at.
And I'm just thinking, you're not a contractor, you're not a builder, you're not an inspector. What are you going to call? What do you know? Ghostbusters. Yeah. So,
no, I guess they just want to make sure there is one. I don't know.
A crawl space?
Yeah, an attic. Look, there's an attic.
There's the attic.
There's insulation. I saw that. I don't understand.
If they see daylight, they're probably going to call something. They're going to ask for a roof inspection and 2-year certification. I'm sure.
I think, but no one really. I mean, they do that on conventional FHA and VA. They still say they looked in the attic or whatever.
That's why if you've got a turd of a house, do the things that could be called that could screw up a transaction. Buyers will accept a lot of conditions. They're going to want to change the paint. They're going to change the flooring. They're going to change the kitchen countertops, maybe even the cabinets. But if you've got mechanical issues and you've got dry rot hanging around, if you've got a roof that looks like it needs to be replaced, maybe you replace it, and maybe you replace it in escrow, and then you're not out of pocket. You pay your roofer at the end.
Yeah,
through escrow.
Correct. The big thing, 78 or older, if your house has any peeling paint, it's going to get called by the appraiser, and then they're going to have it checked for lead if you didn't already, and then you're going to have it painted before you close.
Yeah, so at least primed.
Well, yeah. So deal with it before you put the house on the market.
Right.
Just go through and see if there's any peeling paint. Just get rid of it. And actually, during the 2000s, there was a lot of paint that came over from China that had lead in it. I don't know if you knew that.
I did, but as a painter, I did not know that, but I'm not in the paint game as much anymore. Hey, what about that Chinese drywall?
What about the Chinese drywall?
Well, it was bad.
Okay.
It had too much stuff in it, something in it that was causing people to get kind of sick.
What was it?